Alright, let's go! Hello everyone, JadeArrow here with another expert 1v1 match. Today, in the blue, playing as the Berbers, we have whitecourt, and his opponent playing as the red Portuguese. We've got F1re. And these are some interesting civs you don't see against each other very much. We don't see the Portuguese in general, unless you're watching the Viper, of course. He loves to goof off with the Portuguese and his origin guns. But in typical expert games, unless it's random civ, you never see Portuguese. They aren't really seen as all that great, honestly. They've got their units cost less gold, which is nice, and they've got decent archers, some pretty okay siege, and champions, but nothing they've got's really amazing. There's really no bonus, and they're also not very fast. They don't have very mobile units. They've got Cavalier, but that's about all they have. And their unique units, decent. Well, maybe not even decent, really. It's got some decent attack on it, but it's so easily countered by onagers or bombard cannons that really not all that great. They do have an interesting unique tech in the form of arquebus, which gives your gunpowder units basically ballistics, which I'm happy because when I was a kid playing this game, I always thought ballistics affected your archers. It doesn't. But with arquebus, okay, I think I said that wrong. I thought ballistics affected gunpowder, not just archers. It doesn't, and arquebus does. There we go. But they're really not a whole lot for the Portuguese. Berbers, they get cheaper stable units, which is really nice. As for economy bonuses, their villagers move faster, but that's about it as far as bonuses go. There's really not a whole lot for them, so they're okay, they're not amazing. Cheaper stable units is a really nice boost in the castle age, and their villagers walking faster means that boilers are easier, and they can also run away from enemy units the slightest bit faster. But other than that, with no real economy bonus, they're not that outstanding. Now looking at the map here, this is the most open map for whitecourt I think I have ever seen. Look at this map. He's got a wood line to the side and another one right below that. But other than that, he has got nothing around until way out here. He's also got a hill right on his face. So this is really open for whitecourt. Now, F1re's not much better off. He's got these wood lines, which he started walling on, which is nice for him. But on the right side of his base, again, pretty open. He does have a couple nice selections for lumber camps in the back of his base, but this right side is pretty open for him. Now whitecourt's going to try and wall off the best he can here. And honestly, I think walling between this wood line and this wood line, and then to the edge of the map, would be better than walling off here. But at the same time, that is pretty far away to wall up. And I don't know what he's going to try and do on this left-hand side. He's really going to want to play aggressive this game, because there's really no defending this mess. Great Plains of Nebraska is what this is. Good heavens. And his golds are way out here in the middle of nowhere. His other gold's fairly secure. It's a good spot for a town center. And he does have some backstone. But that's about all he's got going for him. And we're seeing a stable from F1re. Probably going to see the same from whitecourt. There it is. And whitecourt's got good resources banked up for scouts. And looks like we're just going to see these guys have a scout war here. And let's just look at their scouting real quick. Whitecourt, he's scouted his base, and he's just now looking around F1re's base. He really doesn't even know where he is, other than this lumber camp. But he's seen the main gold, so he's going to look around and see what he can find here. Gotta be careful not to run into the town center. Now F1re, again, same thing. He sees lumber camp for whitecourt, so he assumes that whitecourt's going to be around this area. He didn't see the gold or really anything else other than that lumber camp, so whatever. It's really not crucial that you can see everything of your opponent, but in this case, I think if F1re were to see just how open whitecourt is, he'd want to go forward and do some aggressive play here. Both of them want to be playing aggressive. F1re to capitalize on whitecourt's base, and whitecourt because there's no way he can defend with this base. Now, F1re didn't bring in his other two sheep, which isn't a huge detriment to him. He did push in some deer instead, but so did whitecourt. So, really not too big of a deal, but at this level of play, once you get past 2K, it's the little things that count in these games. Wheelbarrow coming in for F1re. That's a fairly early wheelbarrow. Usually you'll see wheelbarrow come in right before the player's thinking of going up to Castle Age. And F1re bringing over a villager just in time to repair that. And keep the scouts out. He really doesn't want to fall back and wall this up, because even though it doesn't really offer much to whitecourt here, this does leave one of his very few wood lines open. And now F1re is going to run forward with these scouts. Whitecourt is chasing him down. They both have even upgrades. And oh gosh, that wolf's going for that spearman. And the scouts are just going to come and finish him off. And let's see, one scout goes down for whitecourt. Nice micro by F1re, picking off that spearman before it could do too much damage. Another spear coming forward. And whitecourt's bringing his forager villagers out to fight this off. Blacksmith now going up for whitecourt. And he's going to be going up to Feudal Age. Castle Age. He's almost got the resources for it. With Blacksmith, he's got his second required building. And he's going to be ready to go once he gets a bit more food in. F1re, he's close as well. And he's probably going to be clicking up about the same time whitecourt is. He still needs his second building. Doesn't have it, he just has his stable. So he's going to need to throw that down, and then he'll be able to click up to castle. Whitecourt's going to click up first. And whitecourt's walled himself in as best as he can. And fire, done the same. He's got, whoa. What the heck? Did that villager just walk straight through that building? I swear that villager just walked straight through this blacksmith. Oh gosh, this is the problem with elevation here. You can't tell where the building stops and where it doesn't. Look at that! He just walked straight through that blacksmith. There's no way you can tell me he did not walk through that. He just came out the bay doors there. After a hard day of pounding away at some metal, he's just like, nah, I'm out of here. I need some fresh air. He just walks straight out there. And he's going to go chop wood instead. What the heck? Well, Billy the blacksmith got fed up with that. That's the weird thing about elevation. You really need to be careful how you wall off. Otherwise, something like that could happen. Good heavens. Here we go. Whitecourt's up to castle. It's going to be most likely coming out with some knights after he throws down a TC or two. There's one, and there's the other. Knights queued up. Fire, he's up as well. He's also going for the same thing. Knights, a town center, but he's throwing down a monastery as well. He knows Whitecourt's going with knights, as the Berbers most likely start with knights. Occasionally, you'll see them open up with camels, but very rarely do they start with archers or crossbow. And that pikeman did take most of that HP off that knight. So, good value out of that spearman, even though did end up being killed off. And Monk for fire coming out could just heal him up. And he does have a couple relics right outside of his base. You can tell he's going for this one, because if you look on the mini-map, you can see the X where the gather point is for the selected building. And this is something you can actually do as you're playing, too. If you click on an opponent's building, you can actually see the gather point. So if I were to go to Whitecourt's point of view, if he were to see this monastery, he would be able to click that. And actually, let's go to Fire's point of view. So if I click on this barracks, you can see the X up here. This is where the gather point was. And as long as it's in your line of sight, you can see where the gather point is. Good pick off there for Fire, getting that monk, as that monk was going out to this relic, but Whitecourt wants it, and oh no, is Whitecourt going to get the pick off? Yeah, he did. Well, Fire wanted this relic, but he's not going to get it anymore, so now Whitecourt's just going to send him back out. Nice trade there with the monks and scouts. And now we're seeing a couple camels come out for both of them. And, okay, this is one of my favorite models in the game, is this model of monk. Look, he's carrying this relic. His arms are swinging back and forth. It's just funny. At least with these monks, their arms are stationary. But these monks are just hilarious for me. And once he picks that relic up, I'm going to see it again, just because that's so funny. And Whitecourt is going out to guard this relic. And Fire's coming forward with a forward-seated workshop here. And, oh, this is brilliant for Fire. He knows that Whitecourt is going to be going out to grab this relic, so he's going to keep some scouts around, just to scout around the map, see if he can pick off a monk. Okay, look at this. Look, his arms are swinging back and forth. the heck? Just using the force to carry this thing around. These things are as magical as that blacksmith. This is just a magical game. Look at these guys. They don't even care. They're just strutting along, swinging their arms back and forth with a box attached to their face. Siege Workshop, and he's definitely going to drop a castle. Where's he going to put it? Right here on the hill? Could he go more forward? I think right on this stone would be a great spot for it. Oh, is that where he's going with it? Yep. Right on the stone. That's a great spot. Now, whitecourt can build his own castle, and he's going to put it right there. Oh, this is going to be a castle war. Now, fire does have more monks. He also has a mangonel. And he started his castle first. And this could very well just decide the game right here. Good shot with the mangonel. Can you get one more? Got one more. And mangonel goes down, fortunately. And fire's castle is going to go up. Is whitecourt's castle going to go up? I think it will. I think both castles are going to go up right about the same time. And, this is kind of a scary position for whitecourt, definitely. This is his only line of defense here. There's no way he can defend these left sides. He's got a TC on either side, but that's all he's got. He's throwing up some siege workshops in a panic. He's probably going to try and get some battering rams out. There we go, he's got a couple out on the way. And I think fire's going to skip past that and go for petards. There they are. And he's also going to get a ram of his own. But fire is up to the Imperial Age. Whitecourt is nowhere near the Imperial Age. Not even close. And fire's going to build another castle. I think this is definitely fire's game. I really don't see a way back for whitecourt here. He's got so few resources. He can afford another castle, but this is such a good position for fire. He's on his way up to the Imperial Age, and this castle is going to go down for fire. And there's really nothing whitecourt can do. He can't get up to the Imperial Age himself, so he can't fight fire with fire. Okay, I did not mean to make that pun. But that was brilliant. Can't fight fire with fire. And he's gonna be dead. Really is. He's got a few rams out. He can try and take down this castle. There's just another one behind it. And once fire gets to the Imperial Age, he can come out with some trebs. And whatever else he feels like. And I think once he hits the Imperial Age, whitecourt's going to immediately call the GG. This castle will go down for whitecourt, but I think it hardly matters to fire. He's got this castle on the hill, which whitecourt is going to try and push. If he brings it down, maybe he'll stay in this. Yeah, he hasn't called the GG. I think he's just going to try and push this castle. And if he gets this down, he'll stay... Whoa. Where... Whoa. Where did that shadow come from? You guys see that? That shadow just appeared. This is a magic game is what this is. Please tell me there's a bird in the corner. Okay, there's not. Man, that's a shame. This would have been the most magical game I've ever seen. I mean, it already is with all these shenanigans going on. But castle's going to stay up for fire. And I think this is over for whitecourt. He's got a few camel archers. But that's really all he's got. And the Treb's going to take out his castle. And he's really got nothing left around. Nice counterattack on the stone miners, though. The castle is going down. And That's his last castle, and then he's got nothing left. Ooh. I say that, but it looks like he might try for a counterattack. Now, Siege Workshop's not the best thing to counterattack with, but maybe a few stables, he might try and do something. Another castle gonna go up for fire. Whitecourt's got nothing he can stop this with. And deleted these units so they wouldn't be converted. That ram's gonna be taken out by these organ guns. Mangonels. Moving forward, the Treb targeting the town center, and yeah, this game's already over. There goes the TC. Whitecourt's base is being cut in two, and I'm really not sure why he's hanging on. He's got a few resources in the bank, lost control of his relics, and 1-for-1 with the mangonels. Almost got two of them. I don't think that mangonel's gonna make it, and nope. Whitecourt is hanging on. Not sure why. And that ram gonna try and take out the mangonels. Not gonna happen. And Whitecourt, here we go. Here's the stables out here. Fire's seen it. He knows what's up. And this is not gonna take him by any surprise. Ooh, but Fire's not paying attention to this army. And he's losing his monks and his organ guns. So that's a small victory for Fire. But town center is actually going to be denied. These knights are doing some damage here. And wow, Whitecourt's got all these queued up. He's going full into the raid here. Now the problem is these monks are just going to convert as knights. Got one, probably going to get another. No, he didn't. He switched targets halfway through. And when you do that, that just resets the timer, the RNG clock for conversions. So Whitecourt's doing some damage here. He's also getting destroyed on the front half of his base. Lost his castle. I don't think he has another one. He doesn't. And back of his base is so exposed here. And Fire's just going to TC the gold. Why not? There's nothing Whitecourt can do about it. And he's also going to steal its relics. Whitecourt does actually have the Vil lead, which is kind of surprising. He's 15 Vils ahead, but that's... all the villagers in the world aren't going to help him against this army. Unless they're Spanish villagers, or Incan villagers, then he might have a chance. But plain old regular loomed villagers, not going to do a whole lot. And Whitecourt's going full into this raid. He's throwing everything he's got into this. He doesn't have any knights queued up. He's just got one mangonel. And his camel archers. They've got Bracer, but they... not Bracer, Bodkin Arrow. But they don't have any defensive upgrades. Whitecourt's hanging on. He's hanging on longer than I thought he would, honestly. But I don't see him coming back from this. Now, what's interesting is he actually had control over these neutral golds. But yeah, there really wasn't much he could do. He tried for a raid, just didn't work out. So, well done. Well done, Fire. really pushed forward with these castles and really capitalized on the terrible map that whitecourt had. But thank you all so much for watching this crazy magical match, and I really do appreciate every single one of you amazing people, and I'll see you all in the next one.